You can see the humidity level here is really high. So I got the before video of what it looked like before when we came in. This is what happened. You come up in this closet. Behind this closet is the shower. There was pipes behind here that sprung a leak. Originally, we didn't know about that before we tore the walls down. It came in as upstairs, either the bathtub or the plumbing upstairs was leaking in the unit above. We never went in there with any plumbers because that's a separate owner upstairs. So the owner of this unit contracted a plumber or the association, however they did it, and I was notified that the leak is done. What I'm proposing now is obviously that leak is not done.
Who notified you that the leak was done?
Ken, the owner of this property. Now you see here these water stains. This ceiling was painted 4 times, but the water stains keep coming back. So it's only a few reasons that can happen. There's a structural problem with the building, and it's a problem with the roof, or the unit upstairs is still leaking. One or the other. It's because what happened is this concrete slab will hold a lot of moisture like a sponge. And water, even though it's a flat roof and it's concrete, the metal framing of this building will allow, if it's a leak at the top, it's eventually will find its way to the bottom. And in the bottom, meaning it's going to soak into here. Now we still have pockets of moisture in this wall. This wall over here, this is a moisture probe, so it'll show you. I don't know if you can see the numbers on there, but it'll show you, it'll pick up moisture and kind of detect it with a reading. So over here, it's dry, actually now. Everything's consistent. We don't notice any water. But this concrete slab has to be, because we can go into the bathroom now. All this is dry, but the humidity level is in there. And if there's a lot of moisture in there, that's going to cause it to be more humid. We can go into the bathroom here and see. You can see here, as soon as we get out of that room, the relative humidity is dropping. But it's still pretty humid because it's a hot day, but it's 82 degrees. But still, and here we can come in here now and see. On this wall is dry here and here. But if you come down here, there's some moisture right here. Okay. Where this is coming from is unrelated. I don't really have it has to be from a leak in the roof. This could be a support of a load-bearing wall here framed out, and water is coming down here. It's also coming down here. If you go up here, we have moisture here. Okay. Now here's the fact. Before we came over and put any of this back, we came over here with dehumidifiers, air scrubbers. We took a drying log and dried this structure out properly before putting it back in. We got a drying log recording each day the humidity level and the humidity level inside. Compare. This wall here was cut open from here on up, and all this was taken out. So this all was dry before we put it back. It has to be an active leak. We can go into the bedroom. That's the final place that you can see. This area up here. It's a bubble right there. Right there. And you can see there's moisture still in the ceiling right here. This is a little more dry now. Well, no, it's 48, 68, 99 almost. A full hot reading right up in here. And this is where originally it was coming down. Now, the texture, even trying to put the texture back on, there's so much moisture in this concrete slab is not adhering. So what needs to happen is this place really needs to get dried out with desiccant dehumidifiers for maybe a couple weeks, a huge dehumidifier, to dry this concrete slab up. But it's pain. It's going to be real difficult to draw that moisture out. But before any of that happens, they need the association needs to get together and identify where the water is coming in from. I would challenge to get an inspector to go on the roof, look at the roof, and then inspect this unit above. Now, I did have the liberty of going into the 3rd floor apartment directly above here and meeting that gentleman. He showed me, and his laundry room is full of mold. It's all full of mold. So that's what kind of sends me to the camp that the roof has a leak, because it's just coming down straight. Here's the laundry room right here, right behind this wall. This is the same how you got this little thing. He got this furnace thing upstairs. His whole closet is full of mold, and it's coming from the down. This is on the same architecture location as this unit. So what needs to happen now is some dehumidifiers need to come in. But as far as the rest of the work that we did, it's adequate. We don't see any mold. There is water damage, but you would assume you still want to bring an air scrubber in because everything is moved back, everything is finished, but it needs to get dried out completely now again, and maybe even cutting holes, small holes in those areas that's showing us a wet spot and allowing it to dry behind there, and then fixing whatever moisture problem is the problem and getting that taken care of, and then you can put the walls back as long as, you know, and clean up behind there and spray it and seal it so it's good to go. Because all this behind these walls are encapsulated. It shouldn't be any mold at all. It should clear a test right now, but the warranty is kind of void if you got new water damage or it's existing. So remember, with this contract, we fulfill 2 obligations: to remediate the mold, which is no mold, no visible signs of mold now, and we also fixed the plumbing leak that was behind this spigot. That was leaking slowly. We got that on record, what was going on, and we had a plumber come in and fix that. And then supposedly it was water damage that was caused the mold, but no, this actually caused a lot of the mold, but it was still water damage from the upper unit, which they compensated for. So that, you know, but obviously the plumbing leak is not fixed or the roof leak is not fixed. So that's what's got to be decided. So.